What did we learn this past week, y'all? That the best fighting the best will be reciprocated, win, lose, or draw. What am I talking about? As we all know, Shakur Stevenson signed a lucrative deal with Dana White Zuffa promotional company, right? We also learned that Teofimo Lopez have signed a groundbreaking direct deal with DAZN. Takeover Promotions, partner up with DAZN, cutting out the middleman. As we all know that Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson fought this past January 31st, Madison Square Garden, New York City, my city, in which Shakur Stevenson defeated Teofimo Lopez. Yet, we pride ourselves as hardcore boxing fans to urge these fighters to fight the best fighting the best. In past half a decade or decade, a lot of these fighters try to embody the Floyd Mayweather green print in terms of saving your O. A lot of fighters and entities, managers, advisors were scared that if a fighter lose their O, that their stock will drop significantly. As we can see now in the sport of boxing, that type of mindset have changed. We saw that performance from Boots Ennis when he defeated Xander Zayas, but a lot of people credit Xander Zayas for his third round efforts, right? In which I'm gonna tell you like this: when Xander Zayas stepped back in the ring, the same support that was there for him leading to the fight and that was there in the Barclays Center a couple of weeks ago is going to show up in his next fight, because he did not rob the boxing fans out of effort. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez did not rob the fans out of the best fighting the best, because at the end of the day, it was a sold-out crowd in Madison Square Garden. And actually, they had to add 1,000 more seats to that fight. And when I say about win, lose, or draw, if the best fights the best, we cannot drop you can't drop the stock of a fighter when he's fighting the best. Hey, Teofimo Lopez lost to Shakur Stevenson, arguably the best within his contemporaries right now. And when I'm talking about his contemporary, we're talking about Tio, the Tang, the Devin, the Ryan, guys that's been attached to one another for quite some time. The Four Kings, the Fab Five, you know. You can't fault Tio for losing to Shakur Stevenson, who's regarded pound for pound top 3, arguably right now. Just like you couldn't fault Roberto Duran for losing in the second round versus Thomas Hearns, right? Even Roberto Duran quit versus Sugar Ray Leonard, but guess what? He fought everybody. He lost to Hagler, Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, but because he fought the best and he was there to be great, you don't drop the value of a Roberto Duran. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people that argues that Roberto Duran is the best out of all of them. I personally think it's Sugar Ray Leonard, but Roberto Duran is in a lot of people's top 5 all-time list. But he doesn't drop because it's the best fight in the best. So after the fight in January 31st, the winner got rewarded. The winner got reciprocated in signing a lucrative deal with DAZN and Zuffa. And Teofimo Lopez, the one that lost, also got a lucrative deal, $20 million deal, in which he stated in his recent press conference with Rolly Romero, he's going to be fighting Rolly Romero, going to be fighting a champion August 22nd in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arenas. So everybody is getting rewarded, because that's what happens when the best fights the best. You don't get devalued like that. You get respected for going out there, fighting the best, win, lose, or draw. You fought the best. Not everybody could win all the time, but I'd rather lose. I mean, if I'm gonna lose, I'd rather lose to a respectable peer. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why, let's say like a Teofimo Lopez, he got a lot of backlash, right, was because the first L was against George Kambosos, a guy that a lot of people didn't even see that coming. A lot of people, they didn't even see him as an elite fighter and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And you got to credit George Kambosos for coming prepared and taking advantage of the opportunity, right? But that's why I think Teofimo Lopez got a lot of flack. But in this sense, Teofimo Lopez wouldn't get too much of a flack for losing to Shakur Stevenson when amateur-wise, he had a better career, right? Shakur Stevenson got a better career, you know, he's in amateurs, and as a professional, he's just as accomplished as a Teofimo Lopez. Again, if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, the whole world will be recognizing Teofimo Lopez as the first to become a 2-division undisputed world champion, in which Shakur Stevenson also acknowledged that people should look at him that way. And us hardcores, we're not stupid. See, Shakur Stevenson is the type to say, hey, to guys like Shannon Sharp, you don't know about the sport of boxing, but Shakur Stevenson also emphasized that, yo, you guys know the truth. Teofimo Lopez was the first 2-division undisputed world champion if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. So, this is why Teofimo Lopez is being reciprocated. There's going to be some fans that be like, wow, is he getting a championship fight with Rolly? After that, Rolly got a championship fight after he lost before he got the Ryan Garcia fight. He lost. Ryan Garcia lost to Rolly Romero, and he got the Mario Barrios fight. And we still, as a boxing community, talking about Ryan versus Conor, Ryan versus Devin, Ryan versus Teo, Ryan versus Shakur. In the end of the day, then even if you take a loss, you're not gonna go and take a back seat. This is the new blueprint, the new green print. It's not about saving your own. It's about fighting the best and go out there with effort. Go out there and try to win. Make adjustments. If you can't make an adjustment, you lost to the better man. You lost to the better man. You know what I'm saying? So this right here gives fighters the confidence that, you know what? Let me take a risk. Because if I just go out there and fight the best, and I take my L or I do win whatever, it's still going to be reciprocated. I'm not going to be moving to the back of the line. So that's why you got to give credit to Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, the winner and the loser. In the end of the day, they don't lose because they already have a legitimate legacy. So I think this will give confidence of this era for them to keep on going and daring to be great. And that's how you see a Boots Ennis. Hey, I want to get Fundura next. I want to get Virgil Ortiz next. A lot of these people already faced vulnerabilities already. It don't matter. I'm liking this era better than the past 10 years because a lot of people was trying to save their own because of the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. So let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson for locking a lucrative deal with Zuffa. And shout out for Teofimo Lopez, groundbreaking deal, cutting the middleman. The only fighter in the sport of boxing that has worked directly, partnered up directly with the Zone, Takeover Promotions. Shout out to Golden Glove of America. Teofimo Lopez also helping the youth, helping the next up-and-coming stars in the sport of boxing, doing the groundwork as well with his groundbreaking deal. Let me know what y'all feel. And I like that they're partnering up with Teo because a lot of entity has abandoned amateur boxing. Teofimo Lopez is probably the only one right now that has not abandoned it, that is helping it, that's bringing light to it. Also Mike Tyson as well. He did have a show. Shout out to Mike Tyson as well. So Mike Tyson and Teo was really trying to elevate, you know, the amateurs, the young fighters, you know, and preparing them not only as elite fighters, but also as world-class professional prize fighters. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Punch Drunk. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.